Good evening, YouTube, and welcome back to Paisano's Music and Vinyl Talk. Paisano here with my beautiful host, Genevieve.
And in honor of Paisano's 100th video, this is our 100th video dance.
Lots to celebrate. Lots to celebrate. Let's get the party started with Motorhead. In their 1984 compilation, No Remorse. I mean, where do I start? This definitely was a planned compilation, and it turned out to be kind of a retrospect on their years with Bronze Records. And they kind of released it because not truly original members, but the most well-known members, Fast Eddie Clarke and Phil the Animal Taylor, left. And they were replaced by guitarists Wurzel and Phil Campbell, and Pete Gill was put on drums. Now, there are 4 brand new songs on this compilation, and that was the group going forward for a little while. Actually, for quite a while. Phil Campbell, Wurzel ended up dying in like 2011, and Phil Campbell kind of handled the guitar duties by himself quite admirably. Phil Campbell is a great guitarist. Definitely better than Fast Eddie Clarke, although Fast Eddie Clarke, Phil the Animal Taylor, and Lemmy were Motorhead, in my opinion, for all intents and purposes. This album, I got a kind of a funny story to go along with this. You ready?
Oh, God.
When this album came out, it says it was released in 1984. I would have guessed earlier than that, but there's no arguing with facts. But there was a cassette of this album was making the rounds at my high school. And I saw the kid that sat next to me. We used to talk about music quite a bit. He was a diehard Led Zeppelin fan. I mean, there was no group other than Led Zeppelin. I don't think I ever heard him talk about another band except Led Zeppelin. And he was lent this cassette of No Remorse by a mutual friend of ours. And I asked this kid, I said, "How is it?" He goes, "It's terrible. It's the worst thing I've ever heard." And I said, "Really?" I said, I had never heard of the band before, and I was interested. And I said, "Do you think this mutual friend of ours would let me borrow this?" He goes, "I don't know, ask him." So when I saw him, I said, "Would you mind if I borrowed that cassette?" He goes, "Yeah, sure." I took it home, and it was fantastic. I came in the next day, and I said to my friend, I said, "I don't know what you're talking about." And he goes, "I don't know what you're talking about." So he definitely wasn't on board with Motorhead. And there was really not much like this at the time. Metallica was around at this point, but outside of the West Coast, nobody really knew who they were. Megadeth was probably just releasing their first album at this point. And Motorhead, I mean, how do you categorize them? Are they rock and roll? Are they heavy metal? Are they hardcore? Are they punk? Are they thrash? You know, they kind of fit into all the above. What are you doing? Yeah, rock and roll. Ronnie James Dio.
He's the one that started this?
The horns, yeah.
You're not even doing it right.
Yeah.
Wait, is it... I see people either with the thumb out or thumb in.
No, I think he's got the thumb in because he's trying to imitate his Italian grandmother's The Evil Eye, the devil's horns. If you gave somebody the devil's horns, like even my grandmother believed in it. There was nothing worse. You were hexed. Like you would go to your grave thinking that you were hexed if somebody gave you the evil eye, the malocchio it's called. Yeah.
Well then, but why do you see people with the thumb out too?
I don't know.
I don't think it really matters that much.
Yeah, I don't. I think Dio just did the horns, and he didn't intend for it to be the evil eye, but that's where he got it from. This is Italian. Nana Dio, All right, let's go over the track listing for this one. Killed by Death, I believe. This one here. All right, side one, Ace of Spades, certified Motorhead classic. Followed by Motorhead, one of the first songs Lemmy wrote for his new group. Jailbait, Stay Clean, Too Late, Too Late. And we're hearing the sounds of Killed by Death currently. Side two, Bomber. That's a live cut off of No Sleep Till Hammersmith, followed by Iron Fist, one of my favorite Motorhead songs. Iron Fist is, that's Motorhead right there in 2.5 minutes. Shine, Dancing on Your Grave, Metropolis, and Snaggletooth. Snaggletooth is one of the newer ones with Wurzel and Phil Campbell and Pete Gill. Side three, Overkill, Please Don't Touch. That's with the heavy metal group Girls School. Little collaboration there. Stone Dead Forever, Like a Nightmare, Emergency, and Steal Your Face. And side four, a cover of the classic Louie Louie by the Kingsmen. No Class, Iron Horse, We Are the Road Crew, Leaving Here, and Locomotive. Man, that is a comprehensive look at the early days of Motorhead, if I ever saw one. And most people, I would imagine, like myself, were initiated to the band through this album. This is a double album, by the way, and that's the official Snaggletooth, the logo for Motorhead, and on the back, Motorhead No Remorse, and their motto, Born to Lose, Live to Sin. And it says, Play Loud. Lemmy was great. I mean, obviously when Lemmy died, Motorhead died, but Lemmy, I believe the world was a better place with Lemmy in it. Great guy, great outlook on life. And there are some extensive liner notes with this one. Big time liner notes. You need a magnifying glass for that too. That's written awful small. They get an awful lot packed into that.
Yeah.
Wow. And then you got the lyrics to the songs on the other side. Yeah, so kind of a elaborate package. This is the lyrics there for that album, and some pictures, photographs of the band, in various stages. Rough looking crowd, but let me tell you something, they made some great music. No doubt. Alright, this is the 100th album that I have reviewed on the channel. Hence the celebration. Right? Probably won't see Paisano dance again till the 200th. Which will be in another couple years.
Couple of years?
Yeah. Well, if you figure...
Well, you started your channel, what, 2 years ago?
Well, I do one a week, so a week is a year is 52 weeks. So it comes out to about 2 years.
Yeah, well, when did you start your channel? Like 2022?
Yeah, it was probably about 2 years ago. Give or take a few weeks. I'd have to look at the exact date that it was Megadeth. Killing Is My Business and Killing Is Good. That was the first album I did. All right. Tune in on Monday night. I'll be doing a short video drawing the album for the following week. Actually, we're not going to be here.
Wait, yeah, how are you supposed to do your videos?
Yeah, I guess it's going to be a week off. And it's probably going to be on Sunday night the following week. Because I won't be back. Yeah, so...
we're going to
a little trip.
Guys,
yeah, a little trip. Yes. So, can you guys survive without Paisano? Can you? What do you think?
No.
Can they survive? I think they can. It's a tough bunch. Us rock and rollers are a tough breed. All right. Thank you, you two. Yeah, rock and roll. Rock and roll, beautiful. No doubt. Thank you for tuning in. Good night, YouTube.
Toodles!